for who knows how long. Is it even worth it to keep track anymore? Must be a special kind of torture to sit and count the years like playing he loves me not, with a thorny rose stabbing us in our palms the whole way through. No matter how hard we love, how much we forgive, we still get stepped on, beat down, and murdered. Our name's barely a whisper in the wind to be remembered by. No matter how many degrees we get, how much money we make, how many meals we cook, how willingly we open our hearts and our legs, we give and we pour and we give to the last drop. Never enough to quench the thirst they say they're dying of. We instinctively turn hopeful for safety and love. We sometimes find instead fists. Sometimes words that cut deeply as any knife, sometimes knives plunged in our bellies. They slice us wide open, licking power off the blood-stained steel, stand over our limp bodies satisfied. And their brothers look on silent. Don't matter how much we've marched, screamed, and sacrificed for them. Don't matter how much of the same blood was spilled for them. Their sons, brothers, friends can't confidently trust the only other people who know the plight of what it means to be black in this cruel world. They rather keep a tight grip on their little power they do have as men. Still, we find ourselves pursing our lips on an inhale, waiting for reciprocity that may never come. It's like flipping a suicidal coin. Do you prefer your death quick or slow? Maybe he'll love me. Maybe he'll gut me like a floundering fish yanked from the Atlantic by a fisherman's bare hands. Us, the fish, our ancestors, none of us saw it coming. One moment we are swimming along joyful, when suddenly we are snatched from our bliss and devoured with a dangerous game we choose to play, loving black men. Black women, we must love on each other. We must. It's the only option, and the love will run deep, straight to the essence of whatever makes us who we are, because we are one. Ubuntu. I see my reflection in every black woman, and every black woman is a part of me. When other black women are murdered, part of me has been murdered too. I don't wish to know whatever language exists to capture the essence of this type of pain and sorrow. I often find myself drowning in, kicking and screaming for help, gasping, inhale, 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 struggling to keep my head above water, fighting for my life. Hers is gone. That pain, although familiar, doesn't hurt any less. The salt of my tears sting my eyes with the same intensity each time. How many times can we get hit by a freight train and survive the impact? Can you understand now why we call ourselves magic? Death has to play dirty to touch us, to get close enough to smite us, has to disguise itself as our fathers, brothers, friends, and neighbors, and we are not always fools. We see death so clearly in their eyes, and we look them in their souls and love them anyway. How incredible that we are even capable of such a pure love, unconditional, self-sacrificing, and overflowing. Does the word magic even do us justice? Sometimes I look in the mirror, my mother's eyes staring back at me, and I am in awe. Look at God. How ethereal, with gorgeous locks that gravity bows to, and skin the sun hot and murderous, thinks enough to caress gently when it could so easily burn instead. Like the lighter than a feather kiss a father places on the nose of a newborn infant he cradles in one hand. We are precious and worthy, and I love us so, so much. Forever, always. Ashe.
Hey,